The sky has always been a symbol of freedom, dominance, and power. Among the many machines built to rule the skies, few have left a legacy as enduring and untouchable as the F-15 Eagle. A marvel of engineering, a symbol of American air superiority, and one of the most successful fighter jets ever produced. For nearly half a century, the F-15 has dominated the air, defeating every opponent it's faced and carving a reputation as the undefeated champion of dogfights. It's more than a fighter jet, it's a legend with wings. The story of the F-15 begins in the late 1960s. During the height of the Cold War, intelligence reports of the Soviet Union's MiG-25 Foxbat, a fast and high-flying interceptor, raised alarms in the West. The U.S. Air Force knew it needed a game-changing aircraft, one that would not just match enemy aircraft, but decisively outclass them in speed, range, maneuverability, and firepower. This need led to the development of the FX program, which eventually gave birth to one of the most iconic jets in military history. McDonnell Douglas won the contract, and from their designs emerged the first prototype of the F-15 Eagle. The Eagle's first flight took place in July 1972. From the very start, it was clear this was no ordinary jet. With unmatched thrust-to-weight ratio and aerodynamic design, it could outperform anything in the sky. The F-15 could accelerate vertically after takeoff, an unheard-of capability at the time, and climb to 65,000 feet in just over 2 minutes. Pilots who flew it described it as raw power on poor wings. In 1976, the F-15 officially entered service with the United States Air Force, and it immediately began setting new standards in air combat. The F-15 was purpose-built for air superiority. Everything about it, from its engines to its avionics, was crafted to secure dominance in the skies. Powered by twin Pratt & Whitney F-100 engines, each generating over 25,000 pounds of thrust, the jet achieved a thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1. That meant it could climb straight up like a rocket. This incredible performance was matched by low wing loading, which contributed to its ability to turn tightly without bleeding airspeed, making it agile in dogfights, even with its relatively large frame. One of the reasons the F-15 gained such an invincible reputation is its radar and weapon systems. Its AN/APG-63 pulse Doppler radar gave it the ability to detect and track targets at long distances, even at low altitudes and in the presence of ground clutter. It could look up or down and track multiple targets simultaneously. Information from the radar was fed directly to the central digital computer and projected on the head-up display. This allowed pilots to maintain full awareness of their surroundings without ever taking their eyes off the skies. The head-up display, designed to be visible in any lighting condition, was revolutionary in its ability to present targeting data, flight information, and system status, all in one glance. The F-15's weapons were no less impressive. It could carry a versatile mix of air-to-air missiles, including the AIM-7 Sparrow, AIM-9 Sidewinder, and later the AIM-120 AMRAAM. All were integrated into an automated system that allowed pilots to switch weapons quickly, with targeting guidance appearing instantly on the head-up display. At close range, the aircraft packed a powerful punch with an internal M61 Vulcan 20 mm cannon, capable of firing 6,000 rounds per minute. This combination of radar-guided missiles, infrared-guided missiles, and a high rate of fire cannon made the F-15 a lethal predator in any engagement scenario. The Eagle's combat record is legendary. With over 100 air-to-air kills and 0 combat losses, the F-15 has earned a reputation no other fighter jet in the world can match. This record was established in the skies of the Middle East and reinforced in conflicts ranging from Desert Storm to more recent operations. In the Gulf War, the F-15C accounted for 34 of the 37 U.S. Air Force air-to-air kills, taking down Iraqi MiG-29s, Mirage F-1s, and even helicopters. Meanwhile, the F-15E Strike Eagle flew dangerous low-level night missions, seeking and destroying mobile Scud missile launchers and artillery sites. With its advanced sensors and long endurance, it became a critical tool for precision strike missions deep behind enemy lines. But the F-15 didn't stop evolving. In 1985, the Air Force initiated the Multi-Stage Improvement Program to enhance the jet's already formidable capabilities. Upgrades included a more powerful central computer, the ability to use more advanced versions of its missiles, and improved electronic warfare systems. These improvements extended the F-15's service life and kept it ahead of evolving threats. The introduction of conformal fuel tanks increased range and endurance, while the addition of new radar systems such as the APG-70 brought even greater detection and targeting capabilities. The F-15E Strike Eagle, introduced in the late 1980s, added an entirely new dimension. Designed as a dual-role fighter, the F-15E could carry out both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions with precision. It featured a second seat for a weapons systems officer and new avionics, including terrain-following radar and infrared targeting systems for night and all-weather attacks. The result was a fighter that could operate deep into enemy territory, hit multiple targets, and fight its way back home. In 1983, the world witnessed perhaps the most incredible demonstration of the F-15's structural resilience. During a training exercise, an Israeli F-15D collided mid-air with an A-4 Skyhawk. The F-15 lost its entire right wing. Miraculously, the pilot managed to stabilize the aircraft and land it safely. An unbelievable feat that proved the Eagle's airframe was far more capable than even its designers imagined. After receiving a new wing, that very aircraft returned to service. No other fighter jet in the world has pulled off a stunt quite like that and lived to fly another day. Throughout the decades, the F-15 has been involved in numerous military operations around the world. It has supported missions in Bosnia, Iraq, Afghanistan, and more. It has provided air cover, carried out deep interdiction strikes, flown reconnaissance missions, and served as a deterrent in volatile regions. Its adaptability and reliability have made it a cornerstone of American and Allied air power. The F-15 has also found favor among Allied nations. Israel, Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, and Qatar all operate variants of the F-15, often tailored to their specific needs. These include the F-15I Thunder, used by Israel, the F-15K Slam Eagle, used by South Korea, and the F-15QA, developed for Qatar. Each of these aircraft benefits from the Eagle's core design strengths, enhanced with country-specific upgrades in avionics, electronic warfare, and weapon systems. And just when you might think the F-15 story would be winding down, a new chapter began. The F-15EX, the latest and most advanced variant of the Eagle, has entered production. Designed with modern threats in mind, the EX model brings a new level of digital integration, sensor fusion, and survivability. It features fly-by-wire flight controls, an all-glass cockpit, a powerful APG-82 radar, and the Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System, or EPAWS, a cutting-edge electronic warfare suite that detects, deceives, and jams enemy threats. The F-15EX can carry more air-to-air missiles than any other U.S. fighter, up to 12 AMRAAMs, and is equipped to handle next-generation hypersonic weapons. Its payload capacity exceeds 29,000 pounds, giving it the ability to perform roles that go well beyond traditional fighter missions. And perhaps most critically, it provides a cost-effective and rapidly deployable solution for the Air Force, allowing it to field new aircraft without having to develop a stealth platform from scratch. Though not stealthy, the F-15EX offers sheer firepower and range, making it a formidable asset in contested airspace. Even more astonishing is the F-15's longevity. First flown in 1972 and still in production over 50 years later, the Eagle is the only U.S. fighter aircraft with that kind of staying power. That speaks volumes about its design, its adaptability, and its effectiveness. While 5th and 6th generation aircraft like the F-22 and F-35 bring stealth and data connectivity to the fight, the F-15 brings brute strength, speed, endurance, and weapons capacity that remain unmatched. And yes, it's also the only U.S. fighter to have taken out a satellite in orbit. In 1985, an F-15A launched an anti-satellite missile at a test satellite 300 miles above the Earth. The missile hit its target, and Major Wilbert D. Pearson became the only pilot in history with an air-to-orbit kill. Just another reminder that when it comes to pushing the boundaries of what a fighter jet can do, the F-15 is always leading the way. The F-15 Eagle isn't just an aircraft. It's a legacy. It's an icon. It is the embodiment of American air dominance, a machine that earned its place in history through innovation, reliability, and an unbeaten record in air combat. As long as nations need to defend their skies, the F-15 will be there, roaring through the clouds with afterburners blazing. For every pilot who has flown it, for every adversary who has faced it, the message is clear. The Eagle still soars.